Hello students, welcome to the class. I'm Yogita. Our subject is CNET, Nursing Education for Nurses, and today we are going to discuss about CAL, Computer Assisted Learning. Now, this computer assisted learning is also known as web-based learning, online learning, e-learning, distance learning. Now, this online e-based learning has got two forms. One is distance learning and one is computer based learning. So today we are discussing about computer based learning. Now this computer based learning is defined as where a teacher is using computer to teach the student so that learner study will be easy with the help of computer. Now the quality or character of this computer based learning, it's easy to learn. It will be based on the level of student understanding, and this computer never get tired, and anytime, anywhere, anyhow you can make use of this computer. Definitely it has what we believe, it doesn't make much mistakes based on its own limit. Computer can be used as is a supplementary educational tool. Like to be honest, it cannot be replaced the teacher. There is no teacher student relationship, there is no much communication, but in one way you can learn the material subject whatever you want with the help of computer. Next, the steps, yeah, types or modes in computer assisted learning. Now here mainly we can see a drill and practice mode, case simulation mode, laboratory mode, educational process mode, and tutorial mode. Now in drill and practice mode, we can use MCQ, multiple choice questions, question bank. Now that will be a great help for the student, those who are really weak in the studies. So that will be a benefit for them, that they can improve their knowledge and they can improve themselves with the help of multiple choice questions. In tutorial mode, here teachers are using this mode so that students can acquire a better knowledge. What do you teach in the class, maybe 30% retention can occur in their mind. But when you teach with the help of computer, they're getting a knowledge, touch, practice, they can see, because computer can have a different dimensions, 3D dimensions, animation, slides, many things. Now that will improve a 90% of retention of your memory. Then case simulation mode, here it is used to write about the cases, like it will be help you to therapeutic solution of a problem solving learning can happen here. Laboratory mode, where it used in a lab to learn the things, maybe in your laboratory fundamental lab you might have experienced that CPR mannequin. It's a live demonstration, where a live method where you can practice, you feel like it's a real, you can see all the readings, you can see all the working equipment. It's a simulation lab. Then last one was educational process. Now here a computer assisted learning is used as a management information system. So all the information about the student, documentation, official work, everything can be systematically organized in a computer, and whenever you want you can access that, you can update that, and you can retain that for the long time. Even if it is office documentation, your paperwork, you need lot of cupboards, but here everything can be summarized and make a neat arrangement, organized arrangement in computer. So these are the forms, your type, your modes of computer assisted learning. Next, how you are going to make certain tips, yeah, guidelines to prepare this computer assisted learning. First, you should have a better idea about the educational objective. Understand about the learner, group of learner for whom you are going to prepare this computer assisted learning. Understand the age, gender, background, interest, knowledge level, all this aspect of your computer assisted learning. Then you write the assumptions, whatever you want to prepare in your computer assisted learning, and make the frames. You are writing in frames all the sequences. You are writing all the steps in a sequence wise, and this sequence you can categorize, like I means introduction sequence, T means teaching sequence, and E means evaluation sequence. Now once you framed it in a sequence wise, you make a coding. Whatever steps you wrote, that you make a coding that it comes under which sequence. And systematic order your organization is required, that in sequence you are arranging everything. Once it is done, you must check that you have used a simple word, simple language, simple steps, so that even the very dull students can understand that. Once it is done, you can give that into a practice. You can test that with the student. Also, students should leave some information, yeah, impression about this teaching program, what you did. Now finally, once everything is set, your written document is done, then that you can transfer into your computer assisted learning, that can be updated in a computer. So anytime, anywhere, anyhow, any students can make use of it. This is what called how you are making your computer assisted learning. Next is advantages. Really, we are having a lot of advantage because of this computer assisted learning. You see, if you are referring a textbook, or if you want to make a storage of your textbook, if you are having 10-15 books, where do you store? It takes a lot of place. It requires maintenance. But here, all these 10, 15, 20, 100, 200 textbooks can be stored easily in your computer. It can be accessible anywhere. Anyone want, easily they can access. See, we are having an internet connection, and one more thing is that if you have got one book, one material, one person can use at a time. But with the help of computer assisted learning, many people can make use of the material simultaneously. It's having a student pacing, like whenever I want to learn, I can make use of it. If I'm not convenient in the morning, yes, I can go for a night. If I'm not ready with a night, I can do it whenever I got my own time. It will create the interest, because computer doesn't get tired. Anytime you can go and operate, because it doesn't get tired. And also it is quite interesting. So when you have different dimensions, animations, colors, sound effect, definitely a learner feel much excited to learn with the computer. As well, 1 minute as well. Yeah, we can also see a standard materials in your learning process. One more thing is that even everyone can have their own personalized computers, laptops. See, it's improved version everyone can has. Even a well structured, well infrastructure, well equipped institution, they will provide the best computers with all the facilities. So definitely that will improve the learning process of your student. Okay, next is the disadvantages. Disadvantage, see, it will be very expensive. See, computer which was used before 10-15 years, all of those materials are they're in dumped somewhere today, because not in use. So each time whenever a trend is changing, new technology is coming up, it will become old, and definitely you need effort for the new one. Institution or individual person may not able to afford. That's why it will be very expensive. And there is no teacher, there is no communication. Only your cognitive skill may be improved, but there is no psychomotor skill. There is no communication, there is no interpersonal relationship. There is no feelings. You cannot share. Maybe you want something, you did your program excellent, you are happy, but you don't find anyone to share. See, these are the drawbacks we can notice. There is no proper interpersonal relationship. And definitely you require electricity. You have to pay money for that, again electricity bill. And whenever there is no internet, no electricity, or no proper backup charger, then definitely you are not able to make use of your computer. Definitely if it is in a school, your college, and university level, if you're making use of computer, you need to have bit of knowledge about that computer, that soft skill softwares. Now people, those who don't know anything about computer, they may make the hard use of it, rough use of it, and very easily these equipments will get damaged. Again, it's a loss. Then definitely it require develop that program. It takes long time to develop the program, and so that you can install that in your computer. And one more thing, that for all the subject you cannot prepare this computer assisted learning. See, this is one of the drawback. So dear students, today we discussed about computer assisted learning. It's nothing but a teacher is making use of a computer, or the student is making use of computer for a self learning, so that his learning will become very easy. The modes, the forms, the types of computer assisted learning CAL is drill and practice mode, tutorial mode, case simulation mode, laboratory mode, and educational process mode. Then definitely you can write about proper what is the purpose, yeah, character of this CAL, advantage and disadvantages of computer assisted learning. I hope you understood. Take care of yourself and thank you all. I'll see you in the next class with a new concept.